private market strategy has, I won't say evolved, but it's actually been improving over time. We've been increasing our allocations. One of the challenges that you'd face on the continent is deploying a lot of capital at scale. So it does take a bit of time to deploy a lot of capital for a fund our size especially. So we've targeted to deploy from a private markets point of view about 10 to 12% of our AUM. And in terms of our broader asset allocation, we have 5% dedicated for Africa outside of South Africa. So if anything, what's been, I would say, evolving is our ability to do so. It used to take very slow for us to actually deploy capital. It's improving, but we're getting there. So our investment strategy hasn't changed. We're a long-term investor and it shouldn't change a lot. But what's changed is the scale at which we can deploy the capital. So what we've seen is that the GPs who, so basically, if I were to categorize it, you have more your Pan-Africanist GPs and you have like regional GPs. What we've seen probably in the past 5 years or so is the capacity of exit for more Pan-Africanist GPs has been higher, maybe due to their ability to grow companies to multiple geographies, because then it's easier to sell or exit an entity that's not more of a regional or local player, but is more regional or multinational. So that's what we've seen. So as a result, in our portfolio, managers which tended to be a bit more Pan-Africanist, we have not had a lot of exit challenges. They've also been a bit more insulated from regional economic shocks, such as devaluations, etc., because their exposure is a bit less concentrated. So that's what we've seen. So we invest in both. There's quality in having both in your portfolio. Regional managers have deep expertise in the local environment, but your Pan-Africanist ones, tend to have more macro insulation from other factors as well. So we have both, and we appreciate both skill sets. But more recently, the Pan-African GPs have been outperforming. One of the challenges that's existed in the African markets is the participation of local players. So what we've seen then as a large pension fund who does deploy capital in the private market, you then tend to have a lot of GPs then want to come to us, because what's tended to happen is that to get capital from DFIs which are international, they do require GPs who have local players. So there's been a higher, I'd say, demand or need for LPs such as ourselves to be involved. But however, we are only one party. And so what we've tried to do on our part is at least recognizing the leadership role that we have, being a large pension fund, is having other pension funds come along with ourselves to get more domestic investment into our private markets, into our own private markets, because that unlocks capital from elsewhere, because it does give a vote of confidence if local players are investing in the actual markets themselves.